Welcome. How are all of you today? I don't know how it is where you're at, but it is hot, hot, hot in Tulsa today. I've already been out and about. Good morning, Crystal. Already been out and about, and there are heat warnings out. It's going to be a really hot day. So it's been a really warm summer this summer. How's it been for you where you're at? We really are looking forward to some, yes, it is hot. We are really looking forward to some cooler weather coming. Good morning, Heather. Glad to see you on the other day. That was kind of fun. Bet it was good to hear from Jesse. Anyway, I just wanted to just kind of recap the Nana Camp last week. Come fall, come. Yes, definitely. Good morning, Hollins. Just wanted to be able to give you a chance to ask some questions and just to be able to discuss the Nana Camp that I did with my 4 grandkids last week. First of all, I appreciate you not giving me lots of questions while the kids were on with me. That would have made it really hard. And you notice that the scopes that I did with the kids on Nana Camp were pretty short and pretty direct. That's because all the kids were right there, and I just didn't want to take too much time out for it. But I have some thoughts, but I really want to hear from you guys and hear what questions you have on how we did this, what we did. I don't think I posted schedules, but I actually gave you shots of the schedules, so that may help. But I'm Gail Anderson. This is Mentoring Moments for Moms, and if you just jumped on, welcome. We're so glad you're with us today. And I'm talking today about the Nana Camp that I had last week and taking care of my grandkids for about 3.5 days. The 4 grandkids are ages, 11, 9, 5, and almost 3, not quite 3. So good ages, at least no babies. That was nice. But it was a lot of fun for me and just a lot of things that I can kind of draw from that week that we had, and that I definitely want to incorporate the next time that I babysit for them. First of all, though, I want to read. My 11-year-old granddaughter kind of helped me plan this, which was wonderful. And in the original document she sent me, it was so cute. She sent kind of an introduction to Nana Camp and then the rules, and then she had some suggested meals and activities, which we then used into the planning. Thanks for those hearts, you guys. If you like what we're talking about, tap on the screen, give me some hearts. If you want to share this broadcast today, just swipe to the right and you'll be able to share it with your friends. So here is my 11-year-old granddaughter's welcome. Hello, welcome to the one and only amazing Nana Camp! Exclamation point. Here at this camp, we have activities, special movie nights, games, block parties, and much, much more. We have amazing staff and leaders at our camp. Nana and Papa! Exclamation point. We have lots of fun, guaranteed. So, who's ready to come? If that isn't a creative paragraph, I don't know what is. It was just adorable that she did that. And I'm going to read her rules. Number 1, no bugging your friends, which of course is not bothering your brother and sister. 2, obey your counselors. We also made Nora and Liam, my 9-year-old grandson, we made them junior counselors. Hey, thanks for joining. Number 3, keep your bunk clean. Number 4, and this is a statement which was coined by one of our counselors at Camp Dry Gulch years ago, and that I try and use with the kids when I'm taking care of them. When you give them an instruction, then you say cool, and their appropriate response is way cool. And that's just kind of like saying, yes, ma'am, I'm going to do what you said. So she has that as rule number 4, cool, way cool. And number 5 was be happy, which is so nice. Definitely need to do that. So if you have any questions directly for me, please go ahead and write those in. I'll try and pay attention to those. And in the meantime, I'm just going to hit a couple of high points that might be helpful for you. Yeah, it is cute. It's fun. And you know what happens when you plan something like that and you name it and you have a schedule, everybody looks forward to it and gets excited, and that helps them to forget that mom and dad are gone and things are not exactly the same. Now, can you imagine coming in, haven't seen them since April, and haven't really lived around them for a year. Plus, those kids have changed over this time. So I was a little bit apprehensive about, oh my gosh, how am I going to handle them? They're going to be different. What if they have new issues that I don't know how to take care of? You know, all those normal things you think about, but it all went absolutely wonderful. I think the biggest thing for me that helps is having checklists for them, which kind of tell my expectations of them. So they have a checklist, and every day they have to go through those, and they get money when they get check marks. So I'll give you some examples of Lola's. She had to make her bed, get dressed, eat breakfast, do dishes, help her younger brother with pottying, which he wound up not needing help, but this is for 5-year-old Lola. One activity at a time. That means when you're taking out books, games, anything you're playing with, you put it up before you take something else out. Keep your clothes put away. That's a big one, especially if little girls change clothes during the day or change into swimsuits, or even at the end of the day after they shower, making sure those clothes get in the dirty clothes. Keep your play areas and your desk picked up. Load dishes into dishwasher. That's kind of new. We don't usually require them to do that, but I wanted things to be simple on Nana so I could spend my time with them. So they had to clear their plates and whatever silverware, whatever they had, put in the dishwasher. Help with cooking, play outside. Everybody needs outside time, needs their vitamin D, needs their activity. And then do a favor for each person in the family. Have a learning activity, have reading time, which I always did with them anyway before naps in bed. Don't complain, and fold laundry. So again, they got check marks on each of those days for doing those activities. And then at the end of the day, for the 5-year-old and 3-year-old, they got their coins for their check marks. The older kids didn't get paid till the end of the week for all their check marks. But that helps, that rewards cooperation for them, which means they're not going to argue. They are awesome for every day, Danielle. And I loved working on this stuff with my own kids when they were at home, because motivation, rewards is going to continue, is going to help them to continue the behaviors. So when you're rewarding those good behaviors, it helps. Reward getting along, you know, just like doing a favor for the other people in the family. That means you're going to have less fighting. Reward helping Nana, not being selfish, but being able to help out and being a little other-centered, and rewarding cleaning up after yourself. That's a biggie, because otherwise Mom at the end of the day has this huge house to pick up, or Nana at the end of a huge day of Nana camp has to pick up. So we really wanted to be able to do that. And this is an opportune time to take advantage, for them to take advantage of Nana, because I don't know all the rules. I don't know all the systems that Mom has in place. So this could have been a real time where they were being obstinate, being emotional. I'm getting this set up for our home. So great. Good. That's awesome. Let me know how I can help, Danielle. You know, just not knowing the house rules, or, you know, if they get emotional, just feel a little bit different just because Mom and Dad are gone. Those are all the things that could have been issues while the Mom and Dad were gone. So I was just very pleased with how everything went. We really had no issues, no arguing between kids, no real upsetness, no real fits from the almost 3-year-old. I mean, they did wonderfully. And I shared last week for just a little bit what we did to get the younger ones to stay in bed in the morning. They got 2 coins on their dresser, and it sat there. And if they stayed in bed till I came and got them, even reading books, they'd have books down at the side of their bed, and they could pull those books up and read in bed until I came in. But we really wanted to reward them for staying in bed, help them to start getting into that habit, and to wait until I came in to get them, which was really, really nice. And I know I mentioned on one of the other scopes where we talked about keeping your kids in bed, to use a grow clock that shows on the face of the clock the moon and stars for at nighttime, and then it starts disappearing, and then it actually shows the sun when it's time to get up. That way the kids can actually get up without you. If you like what we're talking about today, go ahead and tap on the screen, give me some hearts, and I'll take some questions. If there's anything you're thinking about, or you were thinking about as you watched the Nana Camp scopes last week, just let me know. I'm more than happy to give you some of the specific details. Let's see. Oh, one of the most fun things that happened last week was during the reading time with my 5-year-old granddaughter. She really caught on to the fact she was actually reading little board books with pictures that are her brother's, and they had the word up above it. She all of a sudden realized that those letters were the sounds of making the word of whatever was pictured on the page. And when she found that, she was, it's like that light just went on in her head, and she just wanted to look at and read and do anything she could. So this was just in the last few days I was there. We grabbed some little word families that I had made up for her older brother years ago, and we did those for reading, and then she started reading some Bob books. She was just voracious about looking at books. So you really, when you hit that point in learning, as a teacher, as a mom, it's just so exciting to see, as a grandma, just to see that light go on and see how excited they are. Make sure you capture that. Give them lots of chances to follow through, lots of reinforcement for what they're doing, because it is such an awesome thing. Okay, a couple of high points here. We posted the schedule that we had for each day, and we had a lot of fun things, but it wasn't big, enormous things like, yes, it is the greatest feeling. We did not do big things. We did not go to Disney, even though Disney is not very far. We did not do huge things. We went out to a few places to eat, very small places, no big deal, but it was nice just to have a break. We also made sure that they got to get out of the house most of those days for a little portion of time, just to go walk downtown, shop through a few stores. One day we went to the 99-cent store, not the dollar store, and they really enjoyed that. And it was cool this time because we went after they'd been paid. And so they had money to spend and could decide if they wanted to buy anything, rather than, Nana, buy this, buy this, buy this. So that was really fun. 99-cent store is great. I mean, this stuff is not gonna last a long time, but it makes kids happy, and it's very little money invested in that. So, okay, so it was just wonderful to have activities. Wonderful to have it posted on the refrigerator, where especially the two older ones, who you definitely want to keep motivated, can see what's going on for the day. I do have to mention, though, that I wasn't running a normal household. I wasn't paying bills. I wasn't doing household things. I wasn't having to run errands for the household. So, this is a little bit different situation. But you can do something like this, take a week just for fun, or if you're going to do a vacation at home, a staycation, do something like this where you toss out all the regular responsibilities, don't clean house till the end of the week, and just do fun things for the week. That would be awesome. So let's see. Oh, interesting. One of the most fun things that we did was have water balloons. We called them beach bombs. And it was really cool because even during rest time, I would rest. So I was taking a nap. The little ones were taking a nap. The older ones, this was 2 days we did this, were filling water balloons. And it probably took them an hour of that time to fill water balloons. But they're cooperating, they're working together on something. And then when everybody got up, we put swimsuits on and we threw water balloons. But my husband mentioned, oh my gosh, this is going to be a mess. We're going to have all these little pieces of balloons all over. So what we decided to do was we did 25 balloons and then picked up, and then we did 25 more balloons and then picked up the balloon pieces again. So that worked out really good. Okay, let's see what else I have on here. Oh yeah, we did do a total house cleaning on Saturday before Mom and Dad came home, Friday night and Saturday. And every day before dinner, we did an all-house pickup. There really wasn't much to pick up because they did a great job, so that was their reward, was during that all-house pickup time to just be able to sit back and maybe take their time to do something else. It was always good for me to look ahead, know what was coming the next day, if there was anything that needed prepared, especially like with meals. By lunchtime, I was prepping for dinner. Dinner, I was looking at what I had for breakfast, like making up pancake mix so that was ready if we were having pancakes for breakfast. Everything, always a half a day ahead, looking ahead as to what was being done and planned. A great system that we did because of camp was have the kids shower at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock was my time to go start prepping dinner, and the older kids would shower the little ones, and they would be all showered, and we'd have dinner, and then we'd do an activity for the evening. Normally not outside, but it really worked out great. And we used paper plates for our meals. I know you guys heard that. That was Nora's idea, and I loved it. We only ran the dishwasher once, which was phenomenal. Then, of course, we had to run it at the end of the week, again, when Mom and Dad were coming home. But that was absolutely phenomenal. And I did do something that was easier for me with her kids, and definitely when mine were young, was I made sure the kitchen bathroom, the one that's right near the kitchen, had their toothbrushes and toothpaste for the little kids. So I didn't have to send them upstairs or go upstairs with them to do those things. That really helped, having it really close. Any questions, you guys? I was really expecting you to bombard me with questions about things I couldn't answer or stuff like that. Anything that you want to know more about from the Nana Camp we had last week. I'm willing to take those questions. If you are in the Tulsa or Oklahoma City area, I did advertise on Facebook. I'm doing another mentoring dinner, and that is going to be at New Song Church on Friday, August 26th. There's a max of 40, and as of last weekend, there were about 5 tickets left. But there might be a ticket for you if you're interested in that area and want to go. So I guess that's it for today. I will take tomorrow off. I just cover everything so well. Thank you. These are my notes for next time. You see, I had to sit down and say, okay, what did I do that worked? What did I like? What do I want to make sure I do again? Because this will happen again. I will be able to sit for them. And it was a lot of fun, a wonderful time. We did have individual time with each of the kids, which was great. And I felt like, especially before the little ones went to bed, that reading time and talking time gave them the feeling that I had had time with them. And nobody ever got back up after they were put to bed, you know? That can be a problem too. So anyway, I will see you guys next week. Have an awesome weekend and enjoy your families.